Here's a quick video on setting permissions on a directory. They're not that much different. Well, the chmod command is the same as you would do on a file, but the results of what you can do on a directory certainly is different than what you can do on a file. So let me, I'm going to become my root user for just a moment. So the root user can do anything. I'm going to make a directory here in my root called maybe shared, something like that. And if I do ls-l on shared, you can see, actually let's do a ls-l shared. Great, there's no files in there. And in fact, to see the permissions on this directory, we're going to do a ls-la. You can see that is actually owned by root and root. And if I even cd into that directory, and now, yes, it's owned by root and root. Well, what permissions does everyone else have? Well, the root user can read, write, execute, do whatever he wants. Everyone else can read and execute that directory, meaning they can list the directory contents, they can cd into it. Well, let's change the permissions of this. So I don't have to do sudo because I am the root user at this point. And I'm going to change the ownership to, oh, I don't know, how about Fred, and or the group would be Cowboys. And that will be this current directory. Now, that's why did I do a dot there? Because dot is indicative of the directory that I'm currently in, which is the shared directory. Now, if you were to cd up a directory, ls-l, and then you look at the shared directory, you can also see that's owned by Cowboys. So I could have also done that command like this. I could have just done a chown. Now I have to be in the right location and use your tab key to autocomplete to make sure you're in the right location. Shared, and then I can do that ls-l command and you see the same thing, Fred and Cowboys. Okay, well, let's change the permissions here. So I changed the ownership. Now let's chmod. So the permissions I want to give it, okay, I'll let Fred do everything, but let's only have the Cowboys group read. So I'm going to say g minus x. This is symbolic mode. You could use octal notation as well. And then I'm also going to say other minus rx on shared. And we'll do ls minus l. So you can see I took away those permissions. Now it's Fred is the one that has read, write, execute, access. Now root, they can do whatever they want because they're root. But let's just double check this. su minus. So su, you always use the minus to log in as another user. If we're switching user to Fred, and let's just make sure he can do that. So go into the shared directory, and he can make sure he can create a new file. Remember, we don't need an extension if we don't want to. So good, and touch blah, 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 some file. So it looks like he can do whatever he wants. He can put stuff in the file. Great, he can do a lot of different things. Okay, so I'm going to exit or log out as that user. Now, let's go in as a different user. Let's go in as the user Joe. Now, let's see what he is a member of the Cowboys group. So if I do the ID command, he's a member of the Cowboys group. Let's see what he should be able to do. Well, if I look back up here, he should only be able to read that directory. Well, let's cd. Oh, permission denied. Well, remember, to actually do a cd command, you have to have execute bit set on that directory. Well, all right, so let's do shared new file. I can't do anything, it looks like, over there, because I don't have the permission to actually cd into the directory. It's very rare that if you want them to access the directory, you should probably give them read and execute permissions. So he can't do very much. Well, let's just see if he can put any content in the file there. Shared. Well, a new file is, I don't know, something. Nope, he can't do that. Let's see. New file. He can't do anything. Okay, well, that's Joe. He can't do anything. Well, all right, let's do a chmod. And group plus execute on shared. And ls-l, you can look here, shared now. Now the Cowboys group also has read and execute. Now they don't have write permissions, but You'll have to make sure you know the differences there. So now, can I do any of this stuff again? I don't have write permissions, but read and execute. Oh, great. I can at least cd into the directory and do an ls, but I don't have write permission. I can't create a new file. Nope, permission denied. So that's an example of how to set permissions on a directory and play with those.